James here, hope you're having a great day and welcome to another one of my Lick of the Week lessons. Now in this video we're going to be looking at the style of Carlos Santana. Carlos has had a very long career as a guitar player, still as popular as ever and has influenced a lot of players. So instead of taking a specific lick for one of his solos this week, I've just taken a few key elements of his playing which I've picked up from a few of his recordings and I put them together into a lick which kind of encompasses some of the characteristic elements of Carlos's playing. So in a second we're going to have a look at the scale and everything and I'll break the lick down, show you how to play it. But first of all, let's have a listen to what the lick sounds like over the backing track. Now the lick is in the key of A minor and it's using the A Dorian mode. Now a lot of people get confused about modes. So what is the Dorian mode? Well, think of it as just a kind of A minor scale, okay? And it's one that Carlos Santana uses quite a lot in his playing. You can also think of it as A minor pentatonic with a few notes added into it. So that's the Dorian mode. Let's have a look at the scale fingering that we're using for this lick. See it as built around this A minor pentatonic shape at the 5th fret. I'm sure you all know that, and we're just pretty much going to add some notes in to get the Dorian mode. So here it is. It's 5, 7, 8 on the E string, 5 to 7 on the A string, then 4, 5, 7 on the D string, 4, 5, 7 on the G, 5, 7, 8 on the B, 5, 7, 8 on the top E, and then we're going to move up to the 10th fret to reach a higher note, and we're just going to be doing that in the lick. We're also going to be playing that up 12 frets up here at the 17th fret. So move your scale pattern up 12 frets to the 17th fret, and we're going to be using that for the latter part of the lick. So let's look at the first part of the lick. Now when I was listening to some Santana tracks to get some ideas for this video, I heard him play this repeating lick quite a lot. So that is the first part of our lick. Let's have a look at how we play that. I'm starting at the 5th fret on the B string with my first finger. I'm going to pick that note. Then I'm going to pick 8 on the B string. I'm using that, playing that with my 3rd finger. And I'm going to pull off back down to 5 again. And then using my 2nd finger, you could use your 3rd, I'll use my 2nd. I'm going to bend this G string up 2 frets. Now we're going to play that 5 times. And then finish on the first note of the lick. So play it 5 times through, and then we play the first note once more time. So it sounds like this: 3 and 4 and. And that is the first part of our lick. Another little device I heard Carlos using quite a lot when I was listening to some of his tracks was this pull-off phrase along the top E string. I heard him do this on a live version of Smooth, as well as a couple of other of his solos. So I think it's one of his favourite things to do. It sounds like this. So it's just pulling off along the top string in our Dorian mode scale pattern. So let's check out how we're going to do that. The first phrase, we're picking 8 and pulling off down to 7 and then off to 5. Now we're going to do that 7 times like this. 3, 4. You notice I'm using my first 3 fingers. You could use your little and your 3rd if you prefer. I like to do it this way. The stretch is manageable and I find it a bit easier to get the notes sounding really clear. So we're going to do that 7 times. And if you need to pick it in between, then do. I'm pretty much picking it once and letting my left hand do the rest of it. But if you need to pick it a bit more, then that's fine. You could pick it each time. If you need to do that, it'll give you a bit more attack, maybe help the notes punch out a bit. That's what you should do if you need to. So that's the first part of that. Let me play that again for you. 3, 4. Now, the next thing we're going to do is move it up to here. We're going to take that idea and move it up to the next notes in the scale. And this is, again, something that Carlos was doing in the solos I heard. So now our phrase is 10 pulling off down to 8 pulling off down to 7. And again we're going to do that 7 times. So what we've got is this repeating idea, just simply moved up a couple of frets really. Let me play this whole bar for you. 2, 3, 4. If I add that onto the first part of the lick, we get this. 3, 4, and... That's what we've got so far. Now, if there's one device that Carlos is a fan of in his playing, it is the double stop bend, this kind of thing. He uses it in most of his tracks. Samba Pa Ti, Black Magic Woman, Smooth, pretty much everything he's done you'll hear at least some of these. So I thought we want to get some of those in this lick. Now for this part we're going to move higher up the neck. We're going to move our scale up an octave to around the 17th fret, and the lick's going to do this. So let's have a look at how we play that part of the lick. So I've moved up an octave here and I'm going to grab the 19th fret on the G string with my second finger, and I'm going to play the B string at 17th fret. And I'm going to pick them both and bend up the G string, trying to keep the first finger still where it is. We don't want it to bend up as well, or it's going to sound a bit out of tune. So this is the sound we want. And we're going to do that twice like that. If you're comfortable vibratoing double stop bends, then you can put a bit of vibrato on just to give it a bit of a richer sound. Okay, now the next double stop bend, we're going to move across onto the top two strings. We're going to play 17 on the high E and 20 on the B string. Now we're going to bend 20 up, and then we're going to hold it up there and re-pick it. We're going to pick it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then pick the B string, let it down and play 17 on the B string. So I'm holding up that bend, re-picking it, picking it again, letting it down and playing 17 on the B string there. So that's that section of the lick. If I play that for you, it sounds like this. 3, 4. 3, 4. And that is a sound that you'll hear Carlos use a lot, so listen out for that in his playing. To finish off the lick, we're going to use some tremolo picking. Again, something that Carlos does quite a lot. And this is really obvious at the end of his solo on Smooth, which was one of his hits in the sort of early 2000s. Check out the end of that solo to hear him do some tremolo picking. Now, tremolo picking is basically when we pick a note as fast as we can. And the phrase we're going to do with this sounds like this. So let's have a listen to how we do that. All we're going to do is move along the top part of our scale shape, up the octave here. We're going to go 17, 19, 20, then move up to 20, 22 there. Now we're going to tremolo pick those like this. Notice I'm kind of trying to get in position here. I'm using my second finger, third, move up there with your third again, and then pick that string again and bend it up. And that's the tremolo picking part of the lick. So what I'm going to do for you now is put that together with the previous bar so you can hear the second half of the lick. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. So that's our Carlos Santana style lick, and there's quite a few little bits which make up his playing in that. So check them out if you're into his style and try and work these into your playing. Let me play the whole lick now over the backing track so you can hear what the complete thing sounds like. You probably want to play these licks with Carlos's sort of trademark sound, which is a little bit of distortion, not too much, and on the neck pickup of a guitar like a Les Paul or a Paul Reed Smith or an SG. That'll give you that sort of warm, fat sound, which is sort of a typical characteristic of Carlos's playing. Now, as I say with all my videos, what you need to do with this is take the bits out of it that you like and practice working them into your soloing, into your licks. So you're learning from this lick. You're not just playing exactly what we've done here. Learn it and then take it and experiment with all the bits which are in there. That's how you're going to get some of these cool ideas from Carlos's playing into your own playing style. So that's about it for today. Remember to subscribe to my channel right now if you haven't already, because I'm publishing at least one of these videos every single week and I don't want you to miss out on any of my future lessons. If there's a lick or a player which you'd like to see covered in one of my videos, leave it in the comments below. Other than that, good luck with this lick. I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for Mark for the request for this video. And have a great day, and I'll look forward to seeing you again very soon in another one of my lessons. So take care, and I'll catch you then.